You know that feeling? When a superstar steps into a new chapter of her life, things shift. The world leans in, and every move she makes sends a ripple across the globe. Well, friends, that's exactly what's happening right now with one of the brightest stars on the planet, Jennifer Lopez. Yes, Jennifer Lopez in 2025. And what a dazzling, dramatic, and deeply human journey it's been so far. Let's begin with her love life, because that's where our story truly finds its spark. Imagine, after years in the public eye, J.Lo stepping into a new relationship, one that stirred curiosity, whispers, and genuine excitement. It wasn't just another tabloid headline. There was something different, a chemistry that flickered, through interviews, through Instagram snapshots, through those late-night talk show smiles that seem to reveal more than they say. We've seen Jennifer Lopez before, but in 2025, there's a sense that she's rediscovering something thrilling and tender, all at once. Now, we don't yet know every detail. Sirs are allowed a little mystery, after all, but from what sources have reported, this new connection seems to be rooted in a time when Lopez was balancing her immense career with her role as a mother. Meaningful, grounded, real, and for a woman who has built an empire: music, film, fragrance lines, fashion, fitness, finding someone who sees her, truly sees her, in that light. Well, that's something powerful. That's not just love, it's belonging. But let's step back for a moment and remember that Jennifer Lopez isn't just in the headlines for her romance. She's a mother of two, yes, two beautiful souls she adores, who call her mommy. If you've watched her over the years, you'll know that becoming a mother again was one of the most emotional turns in her public life. From her first pregnancy, to those teary-eyed red carpet moments, everything she's done since has been with an eye toward her children's future. In 2025, that devotion is more vivid than ever. She isn't content just making Hollywood magic, she's creating laughter in her living room, sneaking bites of chocolate cake at midnight with her kids, planning secret adventures. The world sees the lights and the glamour, but at home, it's warm, chaotic, beautiful, and deeply personal. And speaking of home, Jennifer's residences are nothing short of spectacular. She owns multiple estates around the globe. In Los Angeles, there's a property perched high above the city, with panoramic views, sprawling gardens, and a private pool that glimmers like a sapphire under the California sun. Imagine walking out there early in the morning, coffee in hand, the world slowly waking beneath you, peace amid the buzz of fame. But that's not all. There's another sanctuary on the East Coast, in a neighborhood that is understated in glamour but rich in comfort. Rooms filled with soft light, where the children can run barefoot, where love and laughter echo off the walls. In 2025, Jennifer has been seen investing in upgrades, cozy reading nooks, chef's kitchens, spaces that feel less like show homes and more like heart homes. That choice, making your home a sanctuary, not just a showpiece. Something about how she's living now. Okay, now let's turn the key in one of the most fascinating locks: her cars. Classic J.Lo wouldn't settle for ordinary. But what's interesting in 2025 is how her collection seems to mirror her evolving mindset. Yes, she still commands a few luxury SUVs, sleek, powerful, unapologetic, but there are whispers that she's added more environmentally conscious models, maybe a high-performance electric sedan, maybe a hybrid that purrs almost silently through city streets. It speaks to someone who understands influence. Glamour is part of her language, but responsibility, that's the deeper plot she's now embracing. You can still see her stepping into that Mercedes or that Range Rover. On other days, she's gliding into something new, something quieter, more future-focused. Now, let's talk numbers, because yes, the world wants to know. What is Jennifer Lopez's net worth in 2025? Over the years, she's woven together music hits, blockbuster films, television deals, brand partnerships, and ventures in beauty and lifestyle branding. Today, estimates place her net worth in the neighborhood of $450 million to $500 million, possibly even more if private investments and recent endorsements are included. That figure isn't just staggering, it's a testament to strategy, to reinvention, and to relentless drive. She's not just earning, she's building legacy, influence, opportunity. That fortune supports not only her lifestyle but philanthropic work, her business expansions, and yes, those homes and cars that define her comfort and style. But beneath the glitz, let's reflect on who Jennifer Lopez truly is. In 2025, she's a woman who's weathered heartbreak and triumph, a performer who's soared from Bronx stages to global arenas. She's a mother who knows the joy of bedtime stories and the weight of protecting little hearts in a big world. She's a lover, possibly rediscovering the thrill of a connection that feels like home. She's a business mogul, constantly outpacing expectations and reinventing her brand. And for many, she's a symbol, proof that you can keep dreaming bigger, even when the world thinks you've already reached the top. In interviews this year, she's spoken about balanced, how it's fragile, how sometimes you feel like a tightrope walker juggling art, family, love, legacy. But she also smiles, tells us that the view from this tightrope, worth every trembling step. That's what 2025 looks like for Jennifer Lopez. Grounded yet ambitious, private yet generous, anchored yet seeking new horizons. So, when people ask, what does Jennifer Lopez's lifestyle look like in 2025? The answer isn't just a list of numbers or headlines. It's a world, a feeling, an energy. Picture a dazzling light, forged from years of artistry and reinvention, burning brighter than ever. Picture motherly warmth mixing with boardroom savvy. Picture a heart eager to love again. Picture luxury with purpose. Picture someone who knows exactly who she is and isn't afraid to evolve. For Jennifer Lopez, 2025 is not just another year in a long and celebrated career. It's a new chapter that reflects everything she's learned about fame, family, and the delicate art of balancing both. This is a woman who's been a household name for decades, yet somehow keeps surprising the world. People call her J.Lo, La Lopez, a global icon, but at her core, she is still Jennifer from the Bronx, a girl with big dreams and relentless drive. That duality, superstar, and grounded mother, is what makes her story in 2025 so fascinating. Let's begin with the heartbeat of her current life, her children. Jennifer has 2 kids she adores. Over the years we've seen glimpses of them on stage, in documentaries, or walking hand in hand with her at events. But what many don't see is how she carves out time in her schedule for them. The school, events, the home-cooked dinners, the quiet talks late at night. In 2025, as they grow older and more independent, Jennifer's role shifts to protect. She's no longer just the protective mom of small children. She's becoming a mentor, a guide, someone showing them how to navigate a world where their mother is one of the most famous women alive. And that's no small task. Privacy matters more than ever. Lessons about humility, gratitude, and resilience are woven into their daily lives. In interviews, she's hinted at how deeply being a mom has shaped her sense of purpose. It's no longer only about breaking records or topping charts. It's about leaving a legacy her children can be proud of. Now imagine the backdrop to this family life. The homes. Jennifer Lopez doesn't just live in houses. She lives in masterpieces. Her Los Angeles estate is perched high above the city, with floor-tizzling glass walls that let the California sun flood in. Inside, the decor is a mix of sleek, modern lines and warm touches. Plush couches where the kids sprawl with their laptops. A grand piano in the corner waiting for an impromptu melody. A kitchen where celebrity chefs have cooked but where she also loves to experiment with her own recipes. Step outside and there's a pool that looks like it was cut from blue crystal. Terraced gardens cascading down the hillside. And private pathways where she can jog without paparazzi eyes. On the other side of the country she has another property. Quieter, softer, more intimate. Here the vibe is East Coast chic, brick, wood, oversized windows catching the morning light. It's the kind of place where you can smell coffee brewing, where fresh flowers stand in vases on the counter, where the soundtrack is laughter rather than the roar of a crowd. And in 2025, we've heard she's been renovating, turning parts of the house into creative studios, adding spaces where she and her children can paint, dance, or simply escape the intensity of public life. These aren't just trophy homes, they're sanctuaries. But let's not forget the cars, the rolling statements of freedom and power. Jennifer Lopez has long been known for her taste in vehicles. In 2025, her garage is a blend of the classic and the cutting edge. Yes, there are still the timeless luxury SUVs and sports cars, gleaming paint, handcrafted interiors, engines that purr with restrained ferocity. But she's also embraced the electric revolution. Insiders whisper about her new electric sports sedan. Its acceleration almost surreal, its design whisper quiet yet futuristic. It's a reflection of the world she wants to live in, one where glamour and sustainability coexist. Imagine her gliding through Los Angeles at dusk, windows down, music playing, city lights sparkling against the car's polished finish. It's a small but telling glimpse into how she combines style with conscience. And then there's the new relationship. For someone who's spent decades in the spotlight, romance can be tricky territory. Every smile, every gesture gets analyzed. But in 2025, Jennifer Lopez seems to have found a connection that feels different. There's a quiet confidence in the way she carries herself. Gone is the frantic guessing game of tabloid speculation. What we see now is subtle, candid photos of shared dinners, small affectionate gestures, stories from friends that speak of laughter and mutual respect. It's not about spectacle, it's about substance. After all, she's been through high-profile breakups, marriages, reunions. There's a sense she's learned to guard her heart, to seek authenticity over drama. This new chapter in her love life reflects a woman who knows what she wants and won't settle for less. And that, more than any headline, speaks volumes. Financially, Jennifer Lopez in 2025 stands at the summit of a career that spanned music, film, television, and business. Her net worth, estimated between $450 and $500 million, is the product of tireless work and smart decisions. She's not just earning paychecks. She's building empires from her production company to her beauty and fragrance lines. Every venture adds another thread to her legacy. This wealth enables her to live in comfort, yes, but also to fund projects she cares about, support causes she believes in, and invest in the future of entertainment. For her, money is not just a number. It's a tool for independence, security, and impact up. But what's most striking about Jennifer Lopez in 2025 is how she weaves all these threads together. She is at once the glamorous star walking the Met Gala red carpet in a gown worth more than most houses, and the mom in sweatpants driving her kids to a weekend activity. She is both the business mogul closing multi-million-dollar deals and the artist quietly rehearsing choreography long after midnight. This balance, this duality, is the essence of her power. People are drawn to her not only because she shines, but because she seems real, someone who stumbled, learned, and risen again. Her day might begin with a sunrise meditation by the pool, a smoothie prepared by her personal chef, and a flurry of calls with her management team about upcoming projects. By mid-morning, she's in the studio recording vocals or on a soundstage shooting a new film or series. Afternoon could be a fitting for a tour, wardrobe, or a brainstorming session with designers. Evening might be dinner with family or a quiet night watching movies with her kids. It's a life of relentless motion, but also carefully protected pockets of peace. She's also known to be deeply involved in fitness and wellness, dance rehearsals, high-intensity training, yoga, mindfulness practices. These aren't just hobbies. They're disciplines that keep her centered. In 2025, this dedication shows. Her energy on stage is electric. Her movements are precise. Her presence is commanding. Fans watching her live performances this year often comment on how she seems ageless, how her passion radiates outwards. That's not an accident. It's the result of discipline and self-care built over decades. And yet, even as she perfects her craft, she's not afraid to reinvent herself. In 2025, she's experimenting with new musical styles, fresh collaborations, and bold fashion statements. Each appearance feels like a new story. She's become a master of narrative, curating her public image like an artist painting a canvas. But unlike many celebrities, there's an authenticity beneath the gloss. She knows her roots, speaks about them often, and never lets success erase the journey. When people think of luxury, they imagine excess. But Jennifer Lopez in 2025 shows another side, luxury with purpose. It's about creating spaces that nurture her family. It's about driving cars that reflect her values. It's about wearing clothes that celebrate craftsmanship and cultural heritage. Even her philanthropy reflects this mindset. She supports initiatives for children's health, education, and disaster relief. She's known to make quiet donations without fanfare, preferring action to publicity. So, as we watch this chapter unfold, know that the story isn't yet finished. There will be new headlines, perhaps new challenges, maybe new joys. We may see her step onto new stages, launch new ventures, or surprise us with a project we never saw coming. But for now, Jennifer Lopez is living 2025 on her terms, and we are all here, quietly captivated, watching one of the greatest performers of our era dance into her next act. If you've been with us through this journey, thank you. It's rare to see someone maintain this level of relevance and reinvention over so many decades. Jennifer Lopez shows us it's possible not only to endure, but to evolve. Her story is about more than fame. It's about resilience, reinvention, and the power of knowing your worth. And that's why people keep asking about her lifestyle. It's not just curiosity, it's admiration. It's wondering how someone can juggle so much love, motherhood, business, artistry, and still shine. In Jennifer Lopez's case, the answer may be simple, yet profound. She never stops dreaming, never stops working, and never stops believing in the possibility of something new. Thank you for staying with me through every twist and turn of her journey today. If you want more deep dives like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep watching with wonder. Disclaimer: the content in this video is based on publicly available information, media sources, and opinions. It is created for entertainment and educational purposes only. We do not claim or guarantee that every detail is 100% accurate.